Storytime is brought to you by the parents and kids of Aretas Cross Freedom School, founded by Reverend Dr. Heber Brown III. It's recorded in Baltimore, Maryland in the year 2020 and was inspired by LeVar Burton's Reading Rainbow.
Yo, what's good? It's Storytime, Dr. Connelly. A reading show that takes you on an odyssey. School is out, it's best that you probably get your boredom, suppress it, your personal professor. Get together, be ready for whatever. Books and treasure from B-Mall to bless ya. It's story time!
Hello and welcome back. Storytime with Dr. Connelly. We are going to get into it today. A major figure in the world of stories wrote a book with her son. Toni Morrison and Slade Morrison wrote a series of children's books, and this is one of their best. It's called Little Cloud and Lady Wind. I gotta ask you a question. Do you ever feel sometimes that you have dreams of being someplace different? Maybe even someone different? Do you have anybody who maybe believes in you and is so committed to who you are and who you want to become that they're going to help your dreams come true? Well, that's what this story is about. It's about a cloud who has big dreams for herself. Let's see what happens. Little Cloud and Lady Wind. Written by Toni Morrison and Slade Morrison. Illustrated by Sean Qualls. Clouds scattered in the sky. The biggest one said, "Come here, all of you. There is no strength in being alone. We clouds have to stick together if we want to be strong, and if we want to terrify the earth with storm and thunder." The clouds gathered together, all but one. This little cloud drifted off by herself. Not wanting to blend into a group and lose her freedom, not wanting to frighten the earth, she found a quiet place in the sky. Nice as it was in her home in the sky, Little Cloud was lonely. She liked being free, but felt sad, thinking that all she would ever be was a cloud, soft, drifting, and helpless. From the high place of her home in the sky, she could see such beautiful things down below. Purple mountains with scarves of snow, valleys full of bright flowers and tall green grass, silver waves rippling over oceans of ever-changing colors. Little Cloud loved the earth and did not want to join the other clouds to scare it. "If I could only walk," she said, "or lie down, or swim. I'm tired of drifting. I want to touch the earth. I want to skip in the snow. I want to lie down with the valley flowers. I want to play in the silver-topped waves." Night came and Little Cloud fell asleep dreaming of what it must be like to live and play on the earth. Suddenly, she felt a push, then another, until she was wide awake. "Who are you?" she asked. "I am Lady Wind. I have seen your dream. Come with me, and I can help you." Lady Wind reached out and took Little Cloud in her arms. Together, they raced across the sky. Suddenly, a huge mass of dark clouds appeared, followed by a loud crack of thunder. The ocean leapt, and the trees in the valley bent low. "I am afraid," cried Little Cloud. "Don't be," said Lady Wind. "Hang on." All night they flew, chased by the thunderclouds. They dodged knives of lightning, bumped into mountain tops poking through the dark, jumped over ocean waves, reaching up to grab them. Little Cloud held on tight and tucked her head as best she could into Lady Wind's dress. Finally, frightened and too tired to help herself, she fell asleep in Lady Wind's arms. It was morning when Lady Wind woke Little Cloud. "Look," she said, "look down." Little Cloud looked and saw tiny pearls falling from her clothes. "What is that?" she asked. "We call it dew," said Lady Wind. Little Cloud looked again and saw a necklace of many colors stretching from her place in the sky to the valley. "What is that?" asked Little Cloud. "We call it a rainbow," said Lady Wind. Little Cloud looked again and saw a trail of baby clouds just like her floating over the waves. "What is that?" she asked. "We call it mist," said Lady Wind. "Oh," said Little Cloud, "now I see. I can be me and part of something too. I am the dew touching the earth. I am a rainbow lying in the valley. I am mist playing over the ocean. Thank you, Lady Wind. I am me and all the things I dreamed of." The end.
Hi, my name is Connelly, and I have a few questions to ask you about Little Cloud and Lady Wind. Do you avoid blending into crowds that harm other people and other things? I try to avoid those crowds because they harm others, and what's the point of blending in if you're just doing something hurtful for someone else? I also wanted to ask you, do you have any dreams like Little Cloud had dreams? One of my dreams is to become an artist. But if you think about it, Little Cloud was what you wanted to be all along. So, if I think about it, I'm already a great artist. Thanks for watching. Bye!
Oh, snap! Who's Toni Morrison?
Toni Morrison, one of our most powerful writers and ancestors. As a child of the 1930s and 40s, Miss Morrison loved listening to adults and children in her family, the music of words and language. Family members would often take turns telling each other stories. In fact, listening and telling stories first made Miss Morrison want to become a writer. Reflecting on what her family stories meant to her, Miss Morrison professed a desire to teach people about the importance of heritage and history, and to help people see their place in the world. Long before she co-authored 8 books with her son Slade, Miss Morrison graduated from and later taught English at Howard University. She then became first Black woman editor of fiction at Random House Publishing. While in publishing, she fought fiercely to promote African American writers, including Angela Davis, before writing her first novel, The Bluest Eye, at age 39. Among her many gifts, Miss Morrison had a special brilliance for capturing Black people's intimate experience of racism, while never relying on white terms to define what it meant to be Black. In nearly a half-century as a writer, Miss Morrison won practically every major literary award, including the Nobel and Pulitzer Prizes. Many regard her as the finest writer of any color America has ever produced. In 2012, Miss Morrison received the Presidential Medal of Freedom from President Barack Obama. Even more important than any of her accomplishments, though, Miss Morrison fought for others to take up writing. She encouraged writers young and old to create great books. "If there's a book that you want to read, but it hasn't been written yet," she once said, "then you must write it." Thank you, Miss Morrison.